Well, hi there. Didn't see you come in. You scared the shit out of me. Anyway, welcome to the Chanum Damily. Wait, listen, whatever. Hi, little baby. Oh, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. So I was just watching like Sydney Sweeney, Sydney Watson, whatever the fuck her name is, the Aussie that is conservative as fuck. Like I love it when she's like, we normally dunk on people that have blue hair and the they them people and stuff like that. And it's like, bitch, we get it. You're conservative, okay? Like I know, like Jeffree Star breaks your fucking brain because he actually has like conservative idealism, even though he dresses like a woman. Like the word you're looking for him is a cross dresser, and not to mention that like, although I do agree with Jeffree Star about Lily Tino, that's probably the only thing I agree with Jeffree Star on. The guy's a fucking asshole. I've known people who have known him since the MySpace days. I've known about him and been around him since the MySpace days. Well, I've been around him, but I've been around the crowd that he hangs around since the MySpace days. And the man's a fucking asshole. So, like, I know why you like him, Sydney, because you're a fucking conservative piece of shit Aussie. Like, most of you Aussies are actually, like, really down to earth and, like, actually do support, like, sides that are actually conservative and progressive at the same time. But you seem to just love to, that conservative cock. Like, so you look at somebody like me and be like, "Oh, look at him! Oh, look at him with his scarf on and wearing his Adidas shirt and his world flag. He must be one of those liberal little pansies." And it's just like, shut the fuck up, you little pick me. Like, we get it. You want conservative men to lick your sniz. It's fine. You can just go ahead and say that. No one's gonna hold it to you. Alright? Like, but this whole bullshit of like, all liberals are the problem. We make fun of liberals on this channel. Fuck you. You fucking dumb bitch. Like, nobody seems to understand. Alright? Nobody seems to understand, in the words of Rorschach, is that you need both. You need both, you effing troglodytes. You have to have a progressive mindset or a liberal mindset in order to try out new ideas, because you can't just stick in the same rut for years and years and years and years. But you have to be conservative in practicing those ideas or putting them out into the ether. So you need to do both, okay? And just because someone has blue hair or some shit like that doesn't mean that immediately they fall under like neo pronouns or they, them, or non-binary, or don't identify as what you want them to be, which is just like you'd call a normal person. But like for the rest of us, it's just straight cisgender people. All you want is regular people, like in your eyes. You don't care if they're gay, I imagine. I really don't think you're homosexual. I'm sorry, homophobic. I don't think you're homophobic in any way. I think you're just a bitch towards trans people and liberal people, because I don't know. What a crazy idea to care about other people, right? That's insane. That's insane. To care about somebody you've never met? What a crazy idea. You stupid Aussie bitch. I've met so many nice people from Australia, like, who are just the most wonderful people, who tell me about their beautiful, beautiful country. I'm sorry, you do pronounce your T's. Like, they tell me about your beautiful country, about the absolutely amazing wildlife and the things that you can find there. And then we got stupid little cunts like you going around and making Australians look like a bunch of conservative cunts. Like, and that's what you do. And Sydney, you are that. You are one of those conservative cunts. Like, it's just the way that it is. Like, I'm sorry that not everybody falls into your fucking line of how people are supposed to behave. I love that you built your channel off of it. I'm not sure what you're going to do when all of this hardcore conservatism like falls out of favor, the anti-intellectualism and things like that. Listen, I'm not for putting any gender politics into anyone under 10 years old. That's some fucked up shit. Like, I'd say wait till they're around 13 to start discussing stuff like that. If they bring it up to you. Holy Christ, when did that get there? Damn. Okay. I agree with conservative folks on that. Let kids be kids, but when they're around 13, you know, and I know that you kind of you're kind of figuring out who you are, but you got a good idea. Like you're on the path that you're kind of on. So like, yeah, keep the gender politics and ideology shit away from kids, okay? Like kids don't need to know about that kind of shit. But to say that if a child has a question about it, to answer them and give them like an answer about it, like of what it is and how it works and stuff like that, that's not a bad idea. At least let them understand what it is. Don't push them in a direction towards it. Just tell them what it is and understand it and let them come to their own conclusions. Like, children are children, but they're also people. They have the ability to think, independent mindedly. Do they need guidance? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. I'd say they need guidance all the way up through their mid-20s. But it's like, and yeah, it's like there's some shit out there that's too woke for me, but also I don't like using the word woke because no one knows what it actually means anymore. The conservatives basically use the word woke for anything that's not conservative. Hi, Mason. Hi, Oakley. But that's not even what it means. Like, the original term woke was a black terminology that meant you were just awake to the well, I got 6 viewers now, but you know what, Mason? Even if you were the only one, I'd be glad to have you here, my brother. Do you know Jesus as your Lord and Savior? I don't even believe Yeshua existed. Anyway, so no. But anyway, yeah. Sydney Watson or Sydney Sweeney, whatever the fuck her name is. Like, she's on YouTube, and she's this Australian conservative girl. Like, and you're damn right I voted for Obama. Actually, I was too young to vote for Obama when he when he ran for president. I was still in high school. I wasn't 18 yet. But nothing. I don't believe in anything. But I can't stand these conservative pick-me's. Listen, I'm not against being conservative. Like, it's just that you need to have both, and nobody seems to understand that. You need to be liberal in your processing of ideas in a sense that, like, okay, this idea might be a good idea to go forward with in the future. However, you need to tackle those liberal ideas conservatively. Like, you got to do both. You can't just be that. So liberalism is a mental disorder. Dude, I prithee, shut the fuck up. Okay? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I prithee, I entreat you. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Obama said, yes, you can, and we say, no, you can't. Yeah, that's why you're horrible people, dude. Like, why would you want to, like, keep the rest of the country down? Oh, you are angry. No. Conservatives are religious, and that's not how religious people think. Conservatives are not religious. No, you're not. I'm sorry. Like, a lot of you live lives that are exactly the same as someone who's atheist. You just happen to go on getting Antifa vibes from this guy. Well, you get it correctly, my friend. This is my symbol now, not the Adidas symbol, this one right here, and this sumbitch right here. It's the international flag of the planet Earth. I kind of feel like I don't really feel like I belong to any culture. So, yeah, the Bible is also horrible. Like, absolutely fucking terrible. Conservatives also, from what I've seen nowadays, y'all are stupid. like actually like low IQ stupid, like room temperature IQ stupid. And I'm kind of envious of you because it must be so great to just let the party tell you whatever you want to believe. No, the symbol is the international sign of the planet Earth. Look it up. It's because I'm a citizen of the planet, man. I'm not a citizen of the United States or of anywhere. Like I live on this big ball of terra firma with you guys, and we kind of all need to make this shit work because there's no Earth 2. Oh no, this isn't going to end good for you, and this is going to end bad for you. No, I mean I'm gonna die like everybody else, so it's gonna end the same for me as it does for you. The fun part is that I get to get you out of this conversation. Bye bye. Like so, um, uh, yeah, it's just No, I'm quite mentally stable. I'm finally like starting to get my mental health back under control and be in a better place. But no, like I'm not a Democrat, okay? I'm not what you think of as a liberal, like I go with liberal ideas because I think change is necessary to make the country run better. However, I think that you have to take a liberal idea and you have to throw it out into the ether conservatively. You can't just tell people, "Oh, this is what this is now." You have to subscribe to it. That was the problem with the transgender movement. Like I've got friends who are transgender, and they are actual transgender people. Their goal is to pass and they didn't get fucking pissed off at people for misgendering them or anything like that. None of that shit. Like they're just normal human beings. Like that's it. And it pisses me off that conservatives go after you're a fucking idiot, bro. Barrel proof Viking. That kind of shows who you are. Like, do you have any arguments that actually stand up to mine? Because I doubt you do. Wait, sorry, bro. You're one of those fucking jackasses that no matter how many facts I plant in front of you, you're not going to believe it. Like, you probably believe Donald Trump doesn't fuck children. Or he does and you think it's okay. Beep. A lot of you conservative fucknuts are just pick-me's anyway. You're like, oh, I want to be this tough guy, so I'm going to be a conservative. I'm such a badass. I completely agree with you on that one. That is a 110% true statement. Billionaires suck. Like, one billionaire could make you and I have enough money to have generational wealth for our families and completely rebuild the economy, because if billionaires have enough money to do that, they could literally fix the United States, and yet there they are sitting in their ivory tower being like, look at all those poor people dying. Boy, it's fun to watch, isn't it? Like, that's what they're like. I swear to Christ, that's what they're like. And a lot of them, a lot of them are fucking boomers, bro. A lot of them are fucking boomers. They got America on easy mode, where it was like, okay, you can get a job, you can get a decent, just regular wage job, and pay for a house and pay for a wife and kids and a mortgage and a picket fence, all of that stuff. But then they took all of that advantage that they had, and they completely not only wrecked it, but then after wrecking it, actively continued to try to destroy it for the generations afterwards. Generation X, y'all are useless. Fucking useless. Dude, people I know that are working full-time jobs are still on government assistance, and they're working full-time, 60 hours a week, and they're still on government assistance. Like, and I doubt you have a job either. Like, I highly doubt you have one. And I think it's funny, like you think it's funny that people are on government assistance when no one wants to be. Like nobody wants to be on government assistance. People want to make their own way and have control over their own money. Like, so like no one wants to be on welfare government assistance. Like, and I hate to tell you, but most people that are on government assistance are white folks who have jobs. Why are you pissed at people that are having trouble? Be pissed at the people up above you that are not paying you the proper wage. Like, you're a fucking weirdo, man. I don't have autism. I do have an anxiety disorder, but I don't have autism. And I also am not on disability or social security. Dude, I'm everything I'm everything that is the antithesis of what you think I am. You see the blue hair and you think, this kid's a fucking woke person. Derp. Like, yeah, I do. It's called seasonal affective disorder and what's the other one? General anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder. But I'm moving on. Like, at least I'm not making excuses about it. I'm not trying to like make my way by saying I have these issues. It's just issues that I have to work with. I'm a woke person with the blue hair. Define woke for me, my friend. I'll give you a time because I got to refill my glass of water. But I want you to actually define woke. Like, define it. Don't go look it up online. Define it right now for me because I want to know what you think it means. Hi, sweetheart. Who's my kitty? See, that's the thing. You don't actually care if my views. Dude, you keep coming at me with this like I'm gonna be like ashamed of having mental disorders when you do too. I guarantee it. You know a lot of anxiety pills, and you know a lot about anxiety pills, depression, and kick ass. That's awesome, Mr. Stepper. That's kick ass, man. That's a dream for me. I just play music and I produce beats for people and bands and stuff like that. I don't make a lot of money, I barely, like, I don't even make a living wage. Like, That's fucking awesome, though. 73,000 subscribers. Good for you, bro. That's kick ass. Oh. I'd like to play some music. I jump on the piano right now, but it's like really early in the morning and I kind of want to just let my brain like relax for a little bit without, singing really loudly. Barrel Proof Viking, what's very, very interesting to me is that I think that if you met me in person, you'd actually probably like me. We probably actually have more in common than you think. Okay, I'm none of those things either. Like, cool that you're an Army combat veteran. That's badass. Oh, it's Kiki again. Hello, chocolate girl. Caramel girl, sorry. Always welcome to have you back. Always having fun. I don't have a septum piercing. And my leftist views aren't as left as you think they are, trust me. Like my left, like I'm left enough that I'm spinning in circles, but there's people that are too woke for me. Okay, the new definition of woke, the white definition of woke, you know. Good morning. Because woke is actually a term that comes from the black community that just means that you're aware of the systematic racism that takes place in America and how it focuses more on the black and brown community than it does on the white community. You know, that whole dumbass thing that 13% of the population makes up 60% of the prison population, which isn't true because like 69% of the prison population is white people, like which shows a high significant level in the racism that happens in our judicial system, considering that the small amount of people who are not convicted but arrested but not convicted. um Gray hair, I mean, I do, I have some over here, but right now, yeah, I'm gonna dye it back to steel blue today. I wanted to be that antithesis, that barrel proof Viking over here, you know, wants to be. Um, yeah, dude, I'm trying to be more zen, so I'm just not gonna get pissed off at you. I really am. I'm joining a zen school, and I know it looks like crap right now, Alan. It's all good. It's all good, my friend. Yeah, I'm trying to be more zen, man. Like I'm joining a group that like has to do with meditation and focuses on the silent meditation of sitting in quiet thought. Also going on nature walks and things like that because I'm really trying to like work on my anger because like you know, I got PTSD because I got hit in the face with a baseball bat, and then, well, no, I got jumped. Well, I kicked the shit out of this kid, and then his friends came out and they kicked the crap out of me. They just kept kicking me and kicking me and kicking me and kicking me, but they couldn't keep me down. Thank Christ for jujitsu, because I just protected my head the whole time. So I just kept getting up, and then instead of rushing the kid with the bat like I should have, because I've done martial arts since I was 9. Not important. Like the I should have rushed the kid with the bat, but I got hit right in the face, and it like knocked a bunch of my teeth out. These are all implants. Like all my teeth are gone, but these are implants, and they made them look exactly like my old natural teeth. It's amazing. But like that's what gave me PTSD, man. That's why I can't go out, is because I see everyone as a potential threat. Like, and you know, that makes it hard to find work where you can go and be around people where the slightest provocation leads in your mind to being like, okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Like, because it's like, who in the living fuck do you think you're talking to? Like, especially with you, like with conservative fucknuts. Like, because y'all have this idea that you're better than people who actually want health care for people and to take care of the old and the young, you know, and yet somehow you think you're better in some way. It's fucking stupid, dude. Yeah, no, knowing jujitsu, tai chi, kung fu, muay thai, kickboxing, boxing, um, wrestling, that's what makes me know martial arts. Unreal, dude. I'm telling you, dude, if you came and you met me, you'd probably get along with me. Just saying. You're just looking at me online and making an assumption because I'm complaining about conservative pick-me girls because they're annoying. Anybody that chooses one side or the other is annoying. Like, you know, if you're like, oh, I'm a leftist and all conservatism is the devil. That's not the right way to think. Like, and all the conservatives that are like, all you left-wing people are pedophiles. When, like, at the same time, where it's really funny because conservatives often self-rat on themselves. So I'm assuming that you watch DBZ, One Piece, Naruto, and eat ramen, because who in the hell else would know all of those animes completely and not be a fan of them, or at least like them in some way, or know what they are, or know about the anime world? Also, eating ramen is delicious, so don't try to shit on ramen, okay? Don't try to shit on ramen. What are you doing? I'm a regular Goku, huh? No, I'm more like a Jubei from Ninja Scroll. I know all of those because I don't live under a rock. And I know them because I live under a rock. Dude, I went to a martial arts school to learn all those things. Your logic makes no sense. Your method is flawed. Like you're saying, I know all of those because I don't live under a rock. Bro, you were an army veteran. The most you learned was 6 months of jujitsu, a little bit of Kyokushin karate, and a little bit of judo. You don't know shit, bro. Are you trying to smoke an EpiPen? Bro, you're bad at this. Like, is this your first trolling? Because it's adorable. No, silly Billy Viking. It's a vape pen. This is Blueberry Haze just Berry Haze from Fernway. It's got like a 94% like THC thing. It's giving very much middle school bully, isn't it? It is. I agree, Kiki. It's giving me like that vibe when I was in middle school, and I'm like, I'll kick your ass. If you were here, I'd kick your ass. I bet your mom's gay. I bet you're gay. You're gay. Like, I bet you have Pokemon stickers and Labubu plushies on your bed. Silly Billy Viking. You're so bad at this. Like, that's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Silly Billy Viking. Everyone should call you Silly Billy Viking. See, my mom was an actual Viking. She's part of the Croy family. And the Croy family came down from Scandinavia and actually helped William the Conqueror, conquer England. My mom's great ancestor is Lady Jane Grey, as in like the 13-day queen from Scotland. Yeah. So, like, my mom's family comes from... Yes, I have cats. I have 2 cats. I have 2 beautiful girl cats, Bastet and Satellite L. Bridget. Yep. My dog died years ago, man. I was 26. That's 10 years ago. My dog died a long time ago. Do you want me to talk about my dead dog now? Would you like me to talk about your dead dog? About my dead dog, I'm sorry. What does "of course you have cats" mean? Alan has a point, Beryl. You haven't answered if you have a job or not. Silly Billy Viking, you're not a Viking. You know that, right? Like, you're not. The Vikings would laugh at you and probably be like, look at this fucking idiot. Look at this fucking idiot. Who walks in here thinking he's a strong man, huh? Strong man, yes. Dude, the Vikings would hate you. My favorite bands. Ooh, I don't have one. There's so many. I guess if I had to... All right, put a gun to my head. I like Angels and Airwaves a lot. I'm retired Army. I don't need a job. So you're a fucking person leeching off the government. Andy's a hypocrite, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. We've hit the full trifecta of conservatism, judgmentalism, stupidity, and hypocrite. We've hit the full trifecta. Exactly. Same exact fucking thing. Unbelievable. Did you take any damage when you were in combat? Because I guarantee I've taken more damage in my lifetime than you'd survive. Like, the amount of headshots that I've taken from car crashes and from, like, people actually, like, assaulting me. The fact that I have any brains at all, like, kind of surprises me. But here I am, smarter than you. Ain't that some crap, silly Billy Viking? Barrel proof. That's cute. No, silly Billy. Silly Billy. Oh, man. Hatred makes me sad, too. I don't like it. It's a waste of space. It's a waste of energy. Like, so I just... Oh, caramba. But yeah, no, I've kind of just adopted this symbol, not the Adidas symbol, the international flag of the planet Earth. I just happen to think that all cultures should get along. Like every culture has something beautiful in it. Every culture has something disgusting in it. But every culture has something beautiful in it. And multiculturalism is kind of the key to the world's, succeeding. Leeching means you did nothing to earn government assistance. I don't get government assistance. I served in the army and fought in Iraq for 15 months from 06 to 07, so I earned my retirement. Oh, so you went in and murdered a shitload of innocent Iraqis. Cool, bro. Like, constructive criticism is great and respectable. Exactly. Constructive criticism, fine. Like, if I suck, cool, but can you tell me why or how I can not suck? Like, that kind of deal. Instead of just being like, you suck, liberal. Like that's a, I don't want free handouts, man. You keep talking about me, but, like, nobody I know wants free handouts. Like, quiero gratis por nada. Every Latino I know doesn't want a damn thing for free. Like, and I don't want a fucking thing for free, my friend. I like getting things that I worked for. Like, I just happen to not have a job that you can No, that's not it at all. I have friends who are veterans, and I respect them a whole lot. Also, my uncle was a veteran in the Korean War. My other uncle was a U.S. Marine Corps member. My dad was a member of the Army. I got no issue with the armed services whatsoever. In fact, I don't think the government treats them correctly. But you're an asshole. So you went over probably thinking you were going to do some good in Iraq, but in reality, you went over and you killed innocent people. Like, and I know my friends that went over to Iraq admit that. They admit that they wish they had never gone and that it wasn't worth going to and that it was all a big fat fucking lie. And now the VA isn't taking care of them. So I'm a little pissed off at the US government for fucking my friends up. Like, I don't have any problem with veterans. In fact, I respect veterans because it takes a lot of conviction to become a soldier. I kind of like to join the Coast Guard. Like, yeah, I just hate Donald Trump and the current administration, so I refuse to, like, work for them. But, I would kind of like to join the Coast Guard. The shit that they do looks pretty badass. See, you still keep saying typical blue-haired mental case, and yet, I'm different than everything that you keep, like, shooting at me. Thank you, Kiki. Your father sounds like a good man. Because you don't judge somebody by how they look. You judge them by how they think, the competency of their character, their moral values, things like that. I just wanted to get on here because of that Aussie chick that constantly, like, tries to do her best at, virtue signaling against the woke agenda, like, when there isn't one. Like, there's people that, like, have taken tolerance too far. I'll agree with that. But, like, there's no fucking agenda. They're just trying to make sure that people who feel like they are marginalized have a safe place to go to. That's it. Like, it's not about forcing other people to accept you, even though it's not that hard to just accept somebody else that happens to have nothing to do with me. Like, you want to wear a dress, bro? Cool. I don't care. I don't fucking care, man. I draw the line at, like, hey, you want to go to the women's room? No, I can't back that. You want to play on women's teams? I can't back that either. I'm sorry. Like, are transgender women women? Yes, absolutely. Are transgender women the same as biological women? Mm-mm. Billionaires are pedophiles. It seems that way. Take it easy, Kiki. You know, billionaires are pedophiles, and I am not jealous of them either. It does seem that way. It does seem like the majority of like these rich folks have a thing for fucking children. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. I don't know, man. You could give me all the money in the world, and I'm not going to be attracted to a fucking child. It makes no sense. But it does seem to be a consistency, right? I think transgender women and biological women are different. And they are. Whatever. But yeah, no, like I said, like one billionaire in this country could literally like stop like the unbelievable problems that we're facing with the debt that we're in and the deficit that we have a problem of. What's funny to me is people like Silly Billy Viking here is that like they don't mind their tax dollars going to support $150 billion military industrial complex, but they do have a problem with giving 5% of their taxes to helping, healthcare and helping people who are in a worse shape than they are. They'd rather like be angry. It's weird. It's like the government has their boot on the back of like of these people like Silly Billy Viking here. They have the boot on the back of your neck, and rather than blaming the guy with the boot on your neck, you're blaming the people in the dirt. It's fucking weird, bro. Like it's just a fucking you're a fucking weirdo, bro. Like your anger is so misdirected. Like you should be pissed off at the people that are giving you a shittier life, which is your boss. Like and your company that you're working for. Oh, I forgot you don't work. Ha ha. Oh, I forgot about that. And yet here he is complaining. Oh my lord. Telling me my brain cells are rotted. Bro, at least there's some left. Like yours is just I'm surprised like your mind is empty enough that like when a wind gust goes by, there's probably a whistling sound like that comes out of your ear. Like just like because there ain't a damn thing in there. Like so yeah. Uh, I'm done for now. I'm gonna go try to get some cartridges. Yeah, they have blue marshmallow flavor. It's very good. Like they got rid of my favorite flavors. It sucks. Anyway, bye guys. Bye, Alan's on the animator. It was awesome talking to you. Silly Billy Viking. People like you are fucking hilarious because you're probably young and you don't know what you're talking about. But have a good one, guys. Bye bye.